Bhavananda it is. The people call him Bhavananda, he became Bhavananda. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Vishwapada Paramahamsa Parivirajagacharya Shodhasada Shri Srimad Divine Grace Abhajana Aravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki ISKCON PPT Founder Acharya Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki Ananta Kodi Vaishnava Vrinda ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Nandara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Sri Chaitanya Chidamrita ki Gaura Premanande Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda from Chaitanya Chidamrita Adilila chapter 10 text number 2 onwards. Chapter 10 text number 2. Jaya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda. All glories to Advaita Prabhu and all glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya headed by Srivas. Hey Malira, hey Vrikshera, Akatya Kathana, hey Vesuno Mukhya Sakhara, Nama Vivarana. The description of Lord Chaitanya as the gardener and the tree is inconceivable. Akatya Kathana. Now hear with attention about the branches of this tree. Chaitanya Gosanira Jato Parishadacharya Guru Lakhu Bhavatanra Nahaya Nischaya. The associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were many, but none of them should be considered lower or higher. This cannot be ascertained. Yato yato mahanta kailo tansabharak ganana keba kori barenare jeshta lakhukrama. All the great personalities in the line of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu enumerated these devotees, but they could not distinguish between the greater and the lesser. Ata eva tan sabare kuri namaskara, nama matra kuri dosha, nalabe amara. I offer my obeisances unto them as a token of respect. I request them not to consider my offenses. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Sri Chaitanya Chaitamrita ki. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloker Bhaktir Bhavati Nishtaki. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 26, Text number 55. Granad Vayur Abhidyetam Akshini Chakshur Etayoho Tasmad Suryo Nyabhidyetam Karnau Srotram Tato Dishaha Granad Vayurabhidyetam Akshini Chakshuretayoho Tasmat Suryo Nyabhidyetam Karno Srotram Tato Dishaha Granad Vayurabhidyetam Akshini Chakshuretayoho Tasmat Suryo Nyabhidyetam Karno Srotram Tato Dishaha Granad Vayurabhidyetam Akshini Chakshuretayoho Tasmat Suryo Nyabhidyetam Karno Srotram Tato Dishaha Granad Vayurabhidyetam Chakshuretayoho Tasmat Suryo Nyabhidyetam Granat from the olfactory sense. Vayuhu, the wind god. Abhidyetam, appeared. Akshini, the two eyes, chakshuhu, the sense of sight, etayoho, in them, tasmad, from that, suryaha, the sun god, nabhidyetam, appeared, karnau, the two ears, shrotram, the auditory sense, tataha, from that, dishaha, the deities presiding over the directions. Translation purport by Mr. Mangala Prabhupada ki. In the wake of the olfactory sense came the wind god, who presides over that sense. Thereafter, a pair of eyes appeared in the universal form, and in them the sense of sight. In the wake of this sense came the sun god, who pervades over it, who presides over it. Next, there appeared in him a pair of ears, and in them the auditory sense, and in its wake the Dik Devatas, or the deities who preside over the directions. Tamil படிக்க.
முகரம் பொறியை பின்தொடர்ந்து அதன் தலைமை தாங்கும் வாயு கடவுள் வந்தார். பின்னர் உலகளாவிய வடிவத்தில் ஒரு ஜோடி கண்கள் தோன்றின. அவற்றில் பார்வை புலன் வந்தது. இந்த புலனை தொடர்ந்து அதை தலைமை தாங்கும் சூரிய கடவுள் தோன்றினார். அடுத்த அவரிடம் ஒரு ஜோடி கண்கள் தோன்றின. அவற்றில் கேட்கும் புலம், அதை தொடர்ந்து திசை தேவதைகள் அல்லது திசைகளுக்கு தலைமை தாங்கும் தெய்வங்கள் தோன்றினார்கள்.
Purport. The appearance of purport by Srila Prabhupada ki. The appearance of different bodily parts of Lord's universal form and the appearance of the presiding deities of those bodily parts is being described. As in the womb of a mother, a child gradually grows different bodily parts, so in the universal womb, the universal form of the Lord gives rise to creation, the creation of various paraphernalia. The senses appear, and over each of them there is a presiding deity. It is corroborated by the statement of Srimad Bhagavatam and also by Brahma Samhita, that the sun appeared after the appearance of the eyes of the universal form of the Lord. The sun is dependent on the eyes of the universal form. Brahma Samhita also says that the sun is the eye of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. Chakshuresha Savita. Savita means the sun. The sun is the eye of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Actually, everything is created by the universal body of the Supreme Lord, Supreme Godhead. Material nature is simply the supplier of materials. The creation is actually done by the Supreme Lord, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 9:10. Mayadhakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. Under my direction does material nature create all moving and non-moving objects in the cosmic creation. That's it.
பகவானின் உலகளாவிய வடிவத்தின் வேறுபட்ட உடல் பகுதிகளின் தோற்றமும் அந்த உடல் பகுதிகளை தலைமை தாங்கும் தெய்வங்களின் தோற்றமும் வர்ணிக்கப்படுகின்றன. ஒரு அன்னையின் கருவில் ஒரு குழந்தை படிப்படியான பல்வேறு உடற்பகுதிகள் வளருவது போல அண்டத்தின் கருவில் பகவானின் உலகளாவிய வடிவம் பல்வேறு தொடர்புப்பட்ட பொருட்களின் படைப்பிற்கு தோற்றம் கொடுக்கிறது. புலன்கள் தோன்றுகின்றன. ஒவ்வொன்றிற்கும் அதை தலைமை தாங்கும் தெய்வமும் உள்ளன. ஸ்ரீமத் பாகவதத்தின் இந்த கூற்றால் இது வலியுறுத்தப்படுகிறது. அதாவது பகவானின் உலகளாவிய வடிவத்தில் கண்கள் தோன்றிய பின்னரே சூரியன் தோன்றியது. சூரியன் உலகளாவிய வடிவத்தில் கண்களை சார்ந்தே இருக்கிறது. சூரியனே பரமபுருஷ பகவானாகிய கிருஷ்ணரின் கண்ணாகும் என்று பிரம்ம சங்கீதையும் கூறுகிறது. சவிதா சவிதா என்றால் சூரியன் என்று பொருள். சூரியன் பரமபுருஷ பகவானின் கண்ணாகும். உண்மையில் எல்லாமே பரமபுருஷ பகவானின் உலகளாவிய வடிவால் படைக்கப்படுகின்றன. பொருட்களை மட்டும் வழங்குவது இயற்கையாகும். பகவத்கீதையில் 9:10 உறுதி செய்யப்பட்டிருப்பது போல படைப்பு உண்மையில் பகவானால் செய்யப்படுவதாகும். மயாத்யக்ஷேன பிரவృத்தி சுயதேச சராசரம். இந்த உயர் உலக படைப்பில் என் வழிகாட்டுதலின் கீழ் ஜெயக்கு எல்லா அசையும் மற்றும் அசையா பொருட்களையும் படைக்கின்றது.
तत्सदोम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं. नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासुदि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. योऽन्त प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्नां अन्यां सहस्रनश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्रणन्दमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. निरभिद्यदाशया घ्राणाद् वायुरभिद्येयम् अक्षिणी चक्षुरेतयोः तस्मात् सूर्यो न्यभिद्येताम् कर्णौ श्रोत्रं ततो दिशः. So this chapter is describing the fundamental principles of nature. Even now, for the modern scientists, there is no clue how this creation came about, how the living entities have born, how things are happening. Even though they say Big Bang Theory, they explain for it, but then there is no answer to many questions. Simple question. When the Big Bang Theory is taught, one small child got up and asked the teacher, if I put bricks, cement, sand, water, everything together and blast it, will a building come? The blasting is only meant for destruction. It is not meant for creation. So the Big Bang Theory is totally rejected now in the modern scientific platforms also. Subsequently, people are thinking, what is mind? What is intelligence? What is happening? What is mind? I don't know. But they are sure. I forgot the name, one great scientist, he said, definitely it is not something that manifests, something got manifested from the skull. What is there within the skull? Everything you can explain. How you see, you can explain. You have a screen that goes, and behind it's a screen, images go there, then feelings go, and then the mind says, oh, this is red, this is green. The material nature is appreciated through the eyes by seeing it. And who is seeing it? The eyes are seeing it. And how it is seeing it? Even if the eye of a dead person is not seeing all this. So they may say, for all that it may be seeing. Who knows? The dead person is not able to say, but he may be seeing it. If you say like that, it's not scientific actually. That person may be eating it, but it's not going. That person may be hearing it, but it's not happening. Somebody is dead. If you say, hey, he's bringing fire, get up, he will not hear. If he hears, he will get up definitely. He's not hearing, so he's not seeing also. So, somehow they have come to the point that it's all the mind. Mind, presence of mind is what is creating difference between the dead body and the living body. So what is his mind? Is it simply a matter within the skull? Then they are wondering. They are neti principle they are going through. They are suffering to understand what is the truth. But we know the truth simply by reading Bhagavad Gita, reading Srimad Bhagavatam. The truth is given. That's why we don't value it. That's why we doubt. Is it true? Because it has come without any effort from our side. It is given by the Lord through this Bhagavad Gita, through the scriptures, through the spiritual master. It is given to you, given to us. That is, when you simply read Bhagavatam, now in this Bhagavatam it is mentioned here from yesterday onwards, the last class onwards, I was wondering how wonderfully it is explained. At the Supreme Lord, there was an anda in the beginning. That anda is called Hiranya Garbha because it is looking golden in color. And the Lord, and that is that matter. As long as it remained that matter, it was that matter, nothing was happening. But then the Lord entered into it in the form of Vishnu. Karanodakashayi Vishnu. He entered into it. Mahavishnu. Karanodakashayi Vishnu is called Mahavishnu. Today is his birthday in a different avatar. Advaitacharya ki is Mahavishnu himself. So Mahavishnu entered. Once he entered, it's mentioned here that he divided that into departments. It started moving. Once Mahavishnu entered, just like the soul enters the body starts moving. Similarly, Mahavishnu entered, the whole Hiranyagarbha started moving. The whole anda. Then he divided. On what basis he divided? When you construct a house, when you construct something, how do you construct? Before starting the construction, you need to get the permission. And the permission, you have to mention what you are constructing. Are you constructing a house? Are you constructing a temple? Are you constructing a lodge? Are you constructing a hotel? Isn't it? So before constructing, we need to have some idea what we are constructing. So definitely Mahavishnu must definitely have an idea what I am going to do. What was his plan? He has revealed that in the scriptures. His plan is to receive the conditioned souls, receive the souls who are wanting to enjoy, rebel against him. That means he is creating a prison. But not exactly prison. Inside the prison, things are arranged in such a way that people suffer. But here, Krishna is making a house for us to live. All of us, the rebellious souls. Krishna is so kind. Even though we are going against him, Krishna is looking for our comfort. Whatever we can experience in the spiritual world, they should experience here also. The spiritual world, they can see. Material world also we should see. The spiritual world they can hear. Material world also. There should not be any dearth of anything. Whatever you want to enjoy, the essence of it should be here. Then only you can enjoy it. So he created vision. He created taste. He created sound. He created eyes. He created ears. He created everything. Rasana, the tongue. So what is the purpose of creation? To receive the rebellious souls. He was there. He is there in the spiritual world. But then we were also there as part and parcel of him. But we were not giving comfort to him. We were not behaving as we should behave. For example, this mic is having a screw, nut bolt. Prabhupada is explaining. What is the value? If the nut bolt is falling down, it is lying there. The mic will the mic will shake like this. So the mic is also not happy. The nut is also not happy. Because the purpose is not served. So the nut can be kept here means nut will be useful. Similarly, we are nuts. We are supposed to serve Krishna. But we are behaving just like nuts. We are not serving Krishna. So we have to be back in the service of Krishna. This is the purpose. So Krishna is thinking that how to make them understand, how to make them realize that you are not meant for separate enjoyment. You are meant for enjoying with me. Part of my enjoyment. That way you are also enjoying. How to make them understand. So Krishna had a huge master plan. So he created this Anda. Within the Anda he created departments. It's mentioned here, the first department is, then he took a form of Virat Purusha. Universal form he took. And then first, just like a child is born in the mother's womb, one by one, the senses manifest. Finally, when all the senses manifest, the child cannot remain inside, so he come out. He will cry and come out. Until the manifestation, he will keep quiet. Slowly, the consciousness gets manifested within the body. When the time will come, he cannot remain. If you are forced to remain inside, you will die. So that's a time. That's a line. How will you die? Within the womb of mother. That's where we are born. So even in the womb of mother, we cannot stay for longer. So when all the senses are manifested, we will be pushed out by the arrangement of the Lord. Then what will happen? Once we are pushed out, Jai Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra ki Jai, Srirangam ki Jai. Once we are pushed out, we are another soul trying to enjoy this material world. So, similarly, the universe also started manifesting one by one. The Virat Purusha, first what happened is, the golden egg, that was he divided into departments. He says, first, in the Virat Purusha, you know what's the organ first appeared in the Virat Purusha? Mouth. First a mouth appeared. Virat Purusha was formless, a golden egg, Hiranyagarbha. First a mouth manifested. Along with mouth, what should be there? Mouth, speech. The capacity to speech was given, manifested into Virat Purusha. Because in the spiritual world we can speak, the material world also we should speak. The Virat Purusha, the representative of the entire totality of living entities, mouth manifested, then tongue manifested. Then the organ that is presiding over the speech, that also tongue, that also manifested. Then next is nostril. 2 nostrils manifested. And along with that, smell and prana was manifested. Prana vayu, out of so many vayus, prana vayu also manifested through the nose. Vital air, prana vayu. Then smell, of course, is the sense object. Then after that what happened? From that wind also manifested, air. Wind also manifested. Wind is overseeing, presiding over the sense of nose, vayu. Thereafter, first mouth, then nose, then eyes. Then eyes manifested within the universal form. And power to see, the sense of seeing, that was manifested. And the presiding deity was Suryadeva, sun. Tasmat Suryo Nabhidyetam. And then after that, what happened? What is left? Ears. The ears manifested. The ears manifested, and auditory sense, the sense of hearing, the meaning of what you are speaking, all different sounds. The discriminatory power, that also manifested. And the Devata controlling the ear is Dik Devata. Dik Devata means Lord of directions. How many directions we have? 8 directions normally within the material world. So many directions in spiritual world, but material world, in earth there are 8 directions mainly. The Devata, Ashtadik Devatas, Ashtadik Devata. 8 Dik Devatas are manifested to preside over different directions. So this is so scientifically, so wonderfully, according to the requirement, Krishna is manifesting different demigods, senses, sense organs, everything. It is not that suddenly it came. There was a blast, eye came, nose came. The blast eye you will lose eye, you will not get an eye. So Big Bang theory is totally, Prabhupada calls it childish. So he put a powerful argument. This argument I gave. Powerful argument. When scientist came, he studied this Big Bang theory in and out. He got a doctorate out of it. He spent a number of years studying it. Finally he came in front of Prabhupada and he felt he is useless. All these years went to waste. Because Prabhupada asked this question, I will give you a brick, I will give you cement, I will give you sand, I will give you water. You blast it and make a building. Is it possible? He became totally frustrated, he joined full time. Devotee. Because this kind of theories, that is in itself it is wrong. It is not considered to be sane theory. Even theory, you should have theories like Bhagavatam. Even if it is theory, this looks very convincing, very logical. So they are thinking, what is mind? In order to understand mind, we should understand what is sense. So Bhagavatam is explaining what is sense. Normally when somebody is blabbering something, the father asks the mother, put some sense in him, he's talking something, nonsense. So we should understand what is a sense first. And only the mind we can understand. Adhyayavada of the mind, why the mind is given. Subtle. Actually, Krishna has planned in such a way that the most subtlest can also be realized with these gross senses. Actually, the senses, the mind, all these things are way to understanding, realizing Him. It is possible within this body how things can get manifested, how spiritual world is, what is our connection with Krishna, how we can serve Krishna. All these things are revealed to a person step by step. So Krishna has put a foundation, He has given. So as Prabhupada is mentioning, Krishna is so kind, whatever faculties are there, whatever is possible in the spiritual world, Krishna is trying to give that in the material world also. That's why He has given vision, He has given sound, He has given taste, He has given everything. If only we make use of it properly, then it's very easy for us to understand the Shastras. Then there is Buddhi. Krishna has also given us intelligence. Hare Krishna, Goswami Maharaj. Babaji is talking very loudly. What did I say? Forgot. Yeah, we only need to use it properly. And what is it proper use? Put that into use in His service. That is called bhakti. Can you see the relation between why this universe is manifested and how we utilize our senses properly in His service? Therefore, it is natural for a person to be a devotee of Krishna. When a person becomes a devotee of Krishna, then his existence becomes natural existence. Therefore, Prabhupada is saying, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Some people ask, you are chanting Hare Krishna, are you happy? They ask you. Challenging question. No, I am not happy. Then, how do you get happiness? So the point is, when we are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when we take to the practice of devotion service, slowly, we will realize who I am. What is all these things? Why like this? They are making units for everything in this material world. For counting the air, there is a unit. For counting water, there is a unit. For counting temperature, there is a unit. You have a meter, thermometer, you have an instrument. There's barometer. There are so many different meters, for measuring volume, temperature, pressure, everything. But there is no volume for measuring the feelings. No volume for measuring the activities of the mind. There is no measurement unit, no unit for that. So, all that is possible. How much happiness you are undergoing, that is also possible to measure if you follow the spiritual understanding. Pradurbhavet bhavet krama. Krama means in steps you will manifest. As much as you realize Krishna, that much you will be happy. So that unit is measurable. So they say MB, megabyte, and they say all these things. Is it measurable? How do you measure? How many MBs? How do you measure? It is gross measurement or subtle measurement? It is based on understanding, right? It is not gross measurement. It is a subtle measurement. So this file is so many MBs. And for an ordinary man, it doesn't mean anything. What is MB? So it's a kind of subtle measurement. So that subtle measurement also came into existence now. Slowly, people are thinking, what is mind? And once they understand mind, even more things will happen. When Advaita Acharya, he saw Madana Mohana deity first in Vrindavan. Krishna manifested as Madan Mohan to him. And he gave it to one sadhu, one brahmana to worship. He was to come back to Bengal from Vrindavan. He was not feeling like this, he was deeply feeling sorrow to leave this deity and go. He didn't want to go back to Mayapur, Navadvip, without this murti. But he is not allowed to take this murti. His murti wants to remain in Vrindavan. So he gave the deity to one brahmana. He happily worshipped. But then he was not able to leave. Then what happened? Madan Mohan told him. Just carefully hear what Madan Mohan told Advaita Acharya. You take me into your heart. Once you go there to Mayapur, I will manifest from your heart. There is a Madan Gopal deity in Mayapur, in Advaita Acharya's place. The deity manifested from his heart. And he absorbed the deity into the heart. He took the deity, Madan Mohan to the heart, and Madan Gopal manifested from the heart. Exactly same. same type of deity. So these are all very, very deep scientific realizations people can have if they accept spiritual science. People say spirituality is not science at all. It's all useless, waste. That's what material people say. But they will never understand what is science without understanding what is spirituality. That's a basic truth actually. Possible. How these big stones, no crane, no facility to, to carry such big blocks of stones on top and keeping it without falling down on their head. All this technology, how it came, they have techniques to make it light, take it up, again make it hard. They have technologies because they were learned in spiritual science. Big trees. People used to carry trees from one place to the other. Now we have to take the seed of it or a branch of it, then come and plant it here, wait for the tree to manifest, and then by the time the tree starts giving fruit, we will die also. It's difficult. But then what people used to do is they just compress the whole thing into your mind, come here, manifest. So easy. Maybe in future that also will come, but that is also material science only. People say it is magic, but then even that magic also material only. Then what is spirit? The spirit is the feeling. Yad bhava bhavita diyo manujasta dhaiva samprapya rupa mahima sanayana bhusha. Brahma Samhita says, bhava bhavita. These are the two things available in the spiritual world, bhava and bhavita. Bhavita on which you are having bhava. Bhava means what? Emotions, spiritual emotions. That emotion is the body of the soul. Now that all emotions are demoted, covered with material body and covered it in a sack of material body, we are not able to, we get slight feelings. I feel bad, I feel happy, I feel horrible, I feel elated, I feel pain, I feel nice, soothing, happiness. These are all the feelings. That feeling is where we are getting feelings because we are soul. That is the body of the soul. That means very, very subtle. Very subtle. So Krishna has manifested gross from the subtle. And now we have to get out of this gross and go back to the subtle. And only we become happy. Does it look scientific or right? Logical? We are used to seeing, we see the deity also as a matter, material. But deity is not material. You go and see Ranganatha Swami lying down, people normally, everybody, 99% of the people see what? Oh, that is Ranganatha lying down. People understand the deity in a materialistic vision. It is made of what? Made of wood, stone. Somebody asked Prabhupada, somebody is supposed to be advanced, initiated and all that. He saw a beautiful deity of Krishna. Then he asked Prabhupada, oh, this is made of mud, Prabhupada? Prabhupada looked at him, he didn't understand what he said. He said, mud, clay, that is in your head. That is why you are seeing it as clay. So the bhava is more important. It's Krishna, it's not mud, it's not wood, it's not anything. It's Krishna. Ranganatha Swami is the Lord of the universe. Is Ranganatha, He is the Lord of Srirangam. He is Vaikunthanatha. He is great, Supreme Lord is. You cannot say, this is wood, this is mud, this is what? Clay. The moment we are able to see the Lord, like I was surprised to hear that story of Tirupanalvar. He saw the Lord as the Lord. He did not see the Lord as a Vigraha. He saw the Lord as the Lord. That's why that feeling arose. That's why he went back to God straight away from there. That shows, that story is telling us that once you have the feeling that Lord is there, then you will automatically go back to Vaikuntha. No other business in the material world. Finished. Over. Our trip is successful. Trip to material world. Okay, Hare Krishna. Any questions or comments?
How pranas are connected to nose?
How?
Pranas.
Prana, air, prana. Krishna manifested prana into the air, in the nose. Not in the nose. The nose is only an instrument that came after manifesting the power to smell. First came what? Before mouth and all started, mouth manifested. Before that, that sense Krishna manifested that sense into the Virat Rupa. And after that, the power to enjoy that. After that, the sense itself. So the nose is only a sense. And Vayu, from that wind god came, Vayu Deva. That's why, anyway, so the power of Vayu is very, is third manifestation from the Lord. And because prana can go inside only through the subtle senses. The Vayu that goes inside balances the entire body. Just like blood is flowing, there is also a thing that is going, the Vayu is also going. It's manifested here. Where is Vayu? There is place for Vayu inside, we don't know. But there is a chain of Vayu also. Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udana, Krikara, Dhananjaya, all these 10 Vayus. One Vayu is in charge of the joints. Another Vayu is in charge of the upper body. Another Vayu is in charge of flowing downwards. Different Vayus are there. Another Vayu is Samana, is balancing all the movement of the Vayus. And all that is coming from, all the different Vayus manifested from Prana Vayu. Then Prana Vayu is established, brought into the material world by Krishna. And along with Prana Vayu, nose has come, wind god has come, so many things have come. How? Don't know. How that is manifested in the Virat Purusha, we don't know. There is a limit to which we can know. That's why they say, some people ask why, if there is no answer, they say why, because the sky is very high. No answer. Prana is manifested by the Lord. And from Prana, it will come again. All the other Vayus, how it came into being. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. You have a question?
First part, that actually from sound everything
Manifested.
from sound and sky, from sky and air and then water, something.
Yeah, that you are talking about the secondary manifestation. Nothing is there. Sound also came now only. Means from the Lord to the material in the anda. It came into anda. And then within this anda, when then it's filled with water. When you breathe into water, what will come? Suppose bubbles, no? So there are so many bubbles formed. Each bubble is one own universe. Within that the Lord manifested as Garbhodakachaya Vishnu. And within that Garbhodakachaya Vishnu, that navel came, lotus came, Brahmaji came. That is when the sound started. The whole sound is within this universe. First thing is sound. In beginning there was sound. Omkara. That is within this bubble. Okay, in the Lord manifested total material energy as Hiranyagarbha into the Anda. And then in that total material energy, there was bubble. He created water. He decided to lie down in the water. And because he is lying down in the water, he is saying, Anishusvakala Matavalamya, is breathing out, then bubbles came. That is this material world, this Anda, this particular Anda we are in, which is made up of 5 elements. They started acting because the Lord entered as Garbhodakachaya Vishnu. And the Garbhodakachaya Vishnu manifested sound.
This is secondary.
Secondary. This is secondary actually. Then there is tertiary. Garbhodakachaya Vishnu. He enters into Andantarastha, Paramanuchayantarastha. He enters into every atom in the universe. In between atom space also he enters. Everywhere he enters. That is tertiary manifestation. Vishnu Unu Trini Rupani, Bhagavatam says, no? 3 Vishnus. We know only Vishnu, Mahavishnu. That Mahavishnu is Karanodakaya Vishnu. Then we have Garbhodakaya Vishnu, Karanodakaya Vishnu.
People like this, like was mentioned that Lord, what he wanted to see, so that's why eyes came and sun god. So is it a subtle sense that everyone can?
Subtle. It is subtle sense.
Just like Lord manifest these matters because he wanted to have that. You were telling about feelings that because the emotions. Because Lord wanted to see, that's why eyes get manifest.
No. Lord wanted to manifest that power of vision into the material world. Before that, I made a comment. Prabhupada has also made a comment somewhere in this same canto. That the Lord wanted to manifest as realistic as possible. Realistic means the spiritual world. Reality is only spiritual world. This is Midya. Okay, temporary. So he wanted to actually emulate whatever is in the spiritual world in the material world. So that sense of eyes, sense of vision, even if you open the eyes, even if the images fall into the retina, even if that goes into the brain, still you need not see. That power to see, that power, that is very subtle. That is called vision. That is the form, vision, everything, that is very subtle. Without backing of that power of vision, you cannot see. The real vision is not possible. Who made the rule? There should be 2 eyes. There should be a concave lens, then convex lens, then goes into the retina. That creates what do you call it?
Cons and cons.
Inverted
image.
Inverted image. That creates a vibration. What do you call it? Some minute pit cells, and that goes into the brain, and the brain identifies. Eye is not identifying. See, the brain is identifying, right? When you open, this is mobile phone, this is mic, this is thing. How quickly we are recognizing it. All that is within that fraction of a second, messages have gone to the brain. Brain has, given reflection. The brain has given, this is what it is. This is Bhagavatam. You see a book, immediately say, this is Srimad Bhagavatam. Immediately you will see. Within that, how many actions have taken? It has gone, entered in the retina, vibrations came, it went to the brain. The brain is telling, this is Bhagavatam. And we are speaking through the mouth. Through another organ it is coming. Through the eyes we saw, and through the mouth we are saying it is Bhagavatam. So how much, actions have happened. We cannot appreciate it. Only can appreciate only if you go into the, animation project. Each thing you have to animate. Each, each position you have to animate. Then only the hand will move, right? It will take years and years to make an animation thing move. So it's very difficult. But that is happening in a fraction of a second within the human body. Entire animation is happening automatically, looks like. Because the soul is inside the body, that's why it's not automatic. The Lord is inside the body. Soul is also inside the body. Soul is giving. Soul is, and mind, people are saying it is connected to something outside. The modern science is saying, I started by saying the scientists are wondering what is mind. And now they are coming to a conclusion that this mind is not only in the skull. It is connected to something outside. How it is connected to outside? So they are struggling to find out what is happening. Baba, just read Bhagavatam and understand. But that is not scientific. You are reading from this and you have to struggle and find out. Then they call it scientific. Okay, Baba. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaura Premanande. Perfect.